Welcome back to the bloody YouTube. Back at the coach, back for legs again. I know you just saw this with Tailboy, but we've got a different client in today. We've got Aaron, who is fully natural, coming into his 3rd year of coaching with me. And this will just be a bit of a raw training video. But some of the things I want to talk about are like fatigue management in prep. Something I touched on in my video with Andrew quite a while ago, in terms of like your first prep. I think leg day is one of those ones that as prep goes on, you can really put yourself in a hole with it, and it's not a very smart idea. So today we'll just talk about some methods to pull back a little bit and not feel like you're not working hard enough, but just being smart about it. The last thing you want in prep is to bury yourself on leg day and then cardio is 10 times harder for the next 5 days. So we'll go through that today. Drive. Still with you. Take one more. Take one more. Come on. So something very different for me, this improvement phase, is that like prehab work. So I've had all the prehab work set from Kuba, which is one side, and then Alex Morel as well, physio I'm working for to help with my knee. So I don't think we caught it, and you don't really want to see it anyway, it's fucking boring. And most of it is only relevant to me. But it's something that I'm determined not to let slip, because I always end up with niggles. I always end up with injuries late into the off season. I don't like to happen this time around, so mobilising the hips, engaging the transverse abdominis as well, with like planks, doing some rotation work, mobilising the rib cage over the pelvis. There's quite a lot going on there, and then obviously we start with adductors, which I'm going to spot Aaron on now. Good. Easy, and again. Yeah, nice, and again, let's go. Yep. Good. Come on. Yes. And again. Good. Keep moving through, it's easy. Take it there. Let's go. Yes. Nice. All right, last one with me. Let's go. Drive that. Finish that. Come on. Yeah. Good. So, how many did you get there? 15. 20. 20. Actually, really a bit light for once. So obviously starting with adductors, number 1 for me, because they're weak as piss and they need to get a lot bigger and stronger. But number 2, they're going to help mobilise your hips. This is obviously a position we're going to be getting in throughout the workout, on the leg press, split squat, hack as well. We're going to be in that adductor position, in hip flex position as well. So almost stretching under load is what we're doing with adductors, as well as building our adductors. So 2 birds with 1 stone. I always start with adductors. It makes me feel a lot better, it makes me feel like a lot more mobile. So it's one that I would strongly recommend doing. When you go up, you're on 70, do you want to go up?
Yeah, yeah.
Up 2?
Yeah.
Good. 5. Yeah, come on, finish that. Very easy. What'd you get there?
10.
Perfect.
3.
One more.
5.
You. Little touch.
Let's actually start like with absolute no-goes, which we're going to go on another machine in a minute. As you go through prep, don't start thinking more is better. Don't start putting in rest pause sets. Don't start putting in drop sets. Don't start putting in necessarily supersets. And definitely don't start putting loads of forced reps in. I think it can be very tempting when you're training with someone, as prep goes on, like Aaron is today. Oh, let me just push a bit more. If you end up doing 3-4 more reps, and therefore a load more kilos of volume 1 week before the next, and you're in prep, as you get deeper and deeper, and your recovery capabilities drop off more and more, those forced reps are going to bury you. So don't do that. So literally, as I was saying a minute ago, just because Aaron's training with me, he's not suddenly going to do my session. He's got programmed 2 straight sets. That's enough. What we don't need is him using a new machine and doing more sets, more volume, having an entirely novel stimulus. This may impact his recovery a little bit, but I think if we keep it to straight sets, it'll be fine. There's not a massive amount of variation in leg extension. It's knee extension, right? It's a pretty simple movement, so should be all good. So we'll get into these sets, and then it's into leg press. Good. Let's go, and again. Lovely arm, and again. Yes. That's it. Yeah, come on. Working now, let's go. Yes. And again. Drive. Yep. Good. Lovely. Yeah, come on. So. Nice.
Come on. Yes. No touch.
Put more.
Good.
Oh. Fuck. It's too light. There's going to be so many reps again. That was 21.
21, can you do something for me?
Nice. Come on, fight it. Come on. Oh, you still. No touch. Nice.
Oh. God.
Take off.
Fucking range of motion on that is disgraceful. I don't think there's any other leg extension that loads it like that lengthened and that shortened.
It's just the angle, isn't it? It's crazy.
I think with leg extension, like you'll see someone with a third of the size of legs of mine stacking that. But the total volume that they do, certainly Joe Bennett's been speaking about recently in terms of like equating volume or equating load, like one person's 1 rep at 90 kilos of that is not the same as the next person. What people are missing is the level of skill that it takes to make that feel like 95 kilos. Because I could throw that up, no pause at the top, throw it up, no pause at the top, go on all day. But to control it from the lengthened all the way to the shortened, pause in the shortened, come back down again, and stay under tension as well, makes that a lot harder than the next person does. That's it. Work now, come on. Drive. Good. Still moving, mate. Let's go. Yes. Speed of reps, good. And again. Here we go. Now we work. Now we work. Come on. Drive. Yeah, yeah. Give me a couple more. Let's go. Drive. Keep strict on that tempo. Last one. Drive. Yes. Set, bro. Spot on. You want to get out of it as quick as possible, don't you? Leg press is another one where, similar to the leg extension, you see people with, I don't know, double the plates I've got on here, either doing quarter reps, half reps, or not pausing at the bottom. And the volume they're equating from that is just going to be nowhere near what I'm getting from here. In terms of that intramuscular tension, in terms of that intent, in terms of the fact that I'm actually contracting my quads, not just up and down. I say this every video that I do legs on. If you're not doing a pause in the hole at the bottom of your leg press and you're not getting all the way, you're really not utilising it to the best of your ability. I honestly believe a leg press can count for the most of your quad growth. If you struggle with spinal loading like I do in terms of like a hack, I literally built my legs on leg press and leg extension for the first 7 years of training, and then I started implementing hack squats. But leg press really has been the majority of my leg builder, so don't think you can't, but make sure you're doing it properly.
Yeah, come on. For you. Still you, still you, still you.
Oh. Is that 9 or 10? I think it's 9. Oh. Yes. Good fucking set, let's go. And again. Drive. Good. Let's go, Aaron. It's moving good, let's go. Good. It's easy, man, let's go. It's 2 more here, easy. Drive. Give me 1 more on here. At least. Drive. Still you. Take 1 more, take 1 more. Come on. Yes. Set, mate. Big set. So, something we've done with Aaron, I think it was 2-3 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
He's basically feeding back that I think performance is starting to drop off. There's certain clients, you know, I just know when they say, like, if he says his performance dropping off, I know his performance is dropping off and I know I need to do something about it. Obviously with some clients, you will need to take that with a pinch of salt and maybe review their sets or something along those lines. But with Aaron, I know he trains very well as he is doing today. So when he said my sets are dropping off, I knew I had to do something about it. So I think he's only had 1 refeed throughout this whole prep, right?
Yeah, 1 refeed in.
13 or 14 weeks in?
Yeah, 34 weeks in, yeah.
So 13, 14 weeks in prep, only 1 refeed. Which if you go back to my video with Andrew, I was talking about different ways to modulate fatigue and pull back on workload really, which is what we've done. Instead of giving him loads of food, which is going to take away from fat loss, we're just taking a little bit of volume away on your leg days. It's only been leg days so far.
Yeah, it's only leg days. That's the only ones where I felt performance might be dropping off. Took the 2 sets out and it's made wonders. It's done real good change to it.
So I think having that permission to take a set away from your big movements, like it feels like you're doing less work, but actually if you're then preserving that set quality on that 1 set, you're going to be doing what you need to maintain the muscle that you've got. We know you don't need to do anywhere near as much work or load or progression to maintain the tissue that you've got. So just by taking 2 sets off, 1 set of leg press, 1 set of hack, Aaron can go into his leg day, hopefully not fucking hating anymore, and really sending it on those 2 sets. His recovery's not going to be worse as he's doing less total volume, but his quality of sets, his intramuscular tension, is all going to be much better. So we've done that and I think it works pretty well.
Yeah,
right?
mentally, I go into the set knowing I've got one set and I just simply get after it. Whereas before I'd do the 1 set and then the quality of the second set wouldn't be as good because I'm just a little bit more fatigued than I normally would be when I was in a surplus and not prep.
Exactly, and that would just almost turn into like junk volume. When you get to that point, if your performance is dipping off but you're still pushing the needle, you're just eating into your recovery. It becomes junk volume. It's like doing 8 sets of bicep curls when you only really needed 3 to get the most out of your muscle. So that's what we're doing there. And then other tactics we've used, I've pulled cardio out more times and I've given you more food. Again, just to freshen up the legs. Like that feeling of like lead legs on prep is horrible. It makes your whole day feel harder. So we're doing things like that. And like I say, there's only been one refeed. The next time we feed up, Aaron will be ready and we'll start moving him. So I expect, unless over the next few weeks he's like, Joe, I'm absolutely fucked, in which case I'll switch things up again. Working now, let's go. Yes, come on. I'm here now. Drive those knees out, yeah, let's go. Tension in the quads. Drive. You. Drive. Come on. Yes. Last one and done, let's go. Tension in the quads. Drive. Yes, come on. You. Heels. Good. Yeah, set, mate. Nice. Good work.
Nice, strong out the hole, come on. Good. Yep.
Look at that. Yeah, lovely. That's spot on, mate. Very good. Good, mate. Keep it on. That's good. Very good.
Good. Quality.
Oh, yeah. Done. Session done. We're going to do some posing now with Aaron because he's fucking shredded. And I want to ask him a little bit more about fatigue management on prep because it's been A1. Shredded, mate. Let's go. Just lean back a bit more. The thing to always remember is the judges are beneath you. Yeah. So almost with every shot, like even with your front double, rather than standing tall like this, you always want to like face down. That's one. And with that pose, just put your spine into extension as well, so that arch your back. So start from the floor, so pull the legs in, dragging the floor in together, hands on, glutes on, whether you want to tuck them or pop them, and then just make sure that lower that so you always want to think about rowing down hard. So I would, especially if I'm leaning with the knee down, I would start the pose with a row, show off those low lats, and then open up, sit into it. Yeah, that's loads better. That just transformed. Yeah, nice. Good. Very, very good session with Aaron. I knew it would be. Aaron's been with me like 3 years now, so I've seen him train consistently, but that's the first time we've actually trained together. And we're going to outro this video, but I wanted to talk, just finally kind of wrapping up fatigue management on prep, because I think as far as preps go, Aaron's has been pretty smooth so far. So he's 5 and 6 weeks out. I don't know if you, not that he would know what 5 and 6 weeks out is supposed to feel like, but for me it's always felt like shit. How has it felt for you? How are you feeling at the moment?
I'm feeling all right at the moment. I think, obviously, this past week we've had quite a few new lows. We've dipped into the high 150s, so I've started to feel, a little bit draggy and a little bit like lead feet sort of thing. But that's the first week. That's really become apparent over the last like 14 so weeks.
Yeah.
This is the first week where I felt it. And again, like today, I had a really good night's sleep last night, and again today I feel a lot better.
Feels
So,
good, brand new.
yeah, the experience so far has been really like smooth sailing.
Yeah.
To be fair.
He's 160 pounds. Correct me if I'm wrong. Calories are what, 2.5, 2.6?
2.5, yeah.
2.5. How many carbs on training days?
280.
280 carb on training days. I didn't see 280 carb on training days from about 10 weeks out, and I was assisted and 110 kilos last year. So that just goes to show. What's your cardio, Matt? 25 minutes?
Cardio 25 minutes 5 times a week.
This guy doesn't know what he doesn't know he's
130
born.
beats per minute.
I don't know if you can see it from the pictures in there, but his glutes are starting to come in, which is right on time. I think probably 3.5, 4 more weeks of dieting. If I wanted to speed that up, I could. But I want him going into that first show fresh. Obviously, I want him ready. The ideal situation for Aaron would be ready maybe about 10 days out, start to drop off that fatigue if there is any, and then start just linearly feeding him up into that show and then into the second show. I don't think I'll run like a traditional peak week in terms of fat load, carb load, wash off, because it can just lead to unpredictability. And then also if we have to do back-to-back peaks, I'd much rather have just a predictable look throughout those whole 2 weeks. But yeah, in terms of like fatigue management, I think for you the key thing has been, we've known this has been the goal for so long.
Yeah.
So it's not been like, oh, let me just do a prep. Like we did a photo shoot last year, got him into really good condition, not stage condition, but very good condition. We've then built him back up and spent, I don't know, 10, 11 months.
It's been very strategic and planned, hasn't it?
Yeah.
We knew from the get-go, like, it was going to be a good few years before I was in a position where I would be able to step on stage and present like maybe a competitive physique. And
Yeah,
we're at that
100%.
point now where we've taken them steps, and then this is where we're at now.
That's
We're
exactly
in a
it.
position to be in.
Prep, I've always said, like a rush prep is more often not going to be a bad prep. That's the same mistake I've made over the last couple of years, like rushing preps or rushing to compete. If you take your time, you spend your time, okay, we do the photo shoot, that's a nice little milestone, we get lean. You don't even need to do a photo shoot, but to get a mini cut and then to drive back up again, holding on to the tissue that you've built and not being stupid with body composition, because you're still pretty lean, like
Body comp
visible
was
abs.
in a really good spot when we finished, really, wasn't it? And I wasn't as heavy as I was previously, even before the photo shoot. I was about 5-6 pounds lighter, but better body comp.
Yeah,
and a bit
exactly.
More musculature as well.
So for natural bodybuilding and assisted bodybuilding, but particularly natural, like, don't rush the stage, take your time getting to stage, make sure your starting point, I bang on about this all the time in terms of prepping, like make sure your start point's good, make sure your food's high, make sure your cardio, your output is relatively low, and make sure your fatigue is well managed as well. If you set that up well and then you manage the prep itself well, then you should end up in a really good spot, like Aaron is now. I'm really excited for these next 5-6 weeks. Like I say, he's right where I want him. I've got stuff to pull from if I need to. If I suddenly like, oh shit, we need to pull him in quick, I can.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll need to. The rate of loss is consistent, predictable at the moment, so we keep moving.
Yeah, the changes you've made, every time you've made a little change, body weight's just gone in the right direction every single time. It's just played ball every time. It's like pinpoint, and then body weight's made the right reduction.
It's good shit. I'm happy. I'm excited. Ben's about to break his knee, so let's get him up off the gravel. We will. I hope you've enjoyed that video. Hopefully some value in there in terms of managing fatigue. And we'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.